Many thanks for staying with us on the news. Now, AI has the potential to address some of the biggest challenges in education today. Innovative teaching and learning practices and accelerate progress toward achieving the SDG goals. In Nigeria, some schools are beginning to set the stage for the advancement of education in the country by exposing students to cutting-edge technology trends, including coding, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and robotics. News Central's Omolola Ololade tells us more.
Okikiola Shagamu, also known as Kiki Shaggy, is a humanoid robot successfully built by students of the Federal Government Girls College, Shagamu. Kiki works with a virtual assistant, which is why she can respond to any global question. One's picture has to be taken and shared by the robot for recognition, which helps in having a meaningful conversation with Kiki.
You are welcome.
The girls describe the humanoid robot as a work in progress while talking about some of the difficulties faced in building the 6 foot tall Kiki.
Well, for the hardware, cutting of the mannequin was quite hard and very complex because any mistake we made was going to affect the whole setting of Kiki. So we had to do everything carefully, even from cutting the head, the back, the hands, even the leg. Balancing the base was actually a very hard task because if you notice that the two legs of Kiki are not really on the same level, so we had to. That's why one leg is behind and one leg is forward. We had to balance the base so that Kiki won't be staggering while moving.
While the creation of humanoid robots like Kiki Shaggy, especially by girls, promotes the empowerment of women and girls in tech, innovations like this, especially by school students, answers the question of whether Nigeria's education is ready for the use of robotics and artificial intelligence like other sectors of the economy. While some believe the infrastructure required to support AI is not generally available in the country, educationists are optimistic about the problem solving skills of artificial intelligence in different sectors, including education.
There's already data, a lot of data in the country, and the key, of course, is for us to gather those data and to be able to interrogate them well, and to be able to then, come up with solutions. So I think it's already in the country. There are already many entrepreneurs that are using artificial intelligence for solutions. It will grow because, of course, we have many sectors that we need solutions for.
So I think that the new change of education of how we do there's really no stopping utilizing AI. It's really about embracing it, what makes sense, having a good balance of what makes sense for the good of the kids and the school and as community as a whole. But again, it's moving so fast. The more we are resisting about it, then it's going to be harder because it's easy access available right now.
The use of artificial intelligence in the country's education may have its challenges. Educationists believe there is a need for all stakeholders to make intentional efforts to create an enabling environment for it to work in Nigeria. Omolola Ololade reporting for News Central.
Really interesting one there. Now, to discuss this further, I'm being joined by the founder of CME Creative Mind Educo, Odetola Ebenezer Israel. Thank you so much, Ebenezer, for joining us.
Thank you very much for hosting me.
It's a pleasure. Now, we have seen the use of AI and robotics in different sectors of the economy across the globe, and we have begun to see Nigeria embrace artificial intelligence, especially by entrepreneurs in different fields. How do you think that we have fared up until now using technology, especially AI, in different sectors of the economy, especially education?
Yeah, thank you very much for hosting me once again. It has been a very big privilege to be able to see how the artificial intelligence is being integrated into a lot of sector within Nigeria, especially from the entrepreneurial angle. A lot of people are leveraging on artificial intelligence to be able to increase their productivity, and a lot of them also are leveraging on it to be able to reach out to a lot of audience outside there. And in the education sector, so far for now, we have been seeing a lot of schools begin to use artificial intelligence to integrate into their school system, especially to help the students personalize their learning to also create a data-driven decision in their learning environment and more. And this is a very big opportunity to a lot of schools out there. And it is just the beginning. We are at the beginning of this stage where AI is being introduced into the school system, and then we know in the nearest future where our students are going to have access to more tools, access to more knowledge. They will be able to use AI to be able to personalize learning, to be able to create administrative stacks within the school system. I am very sure that this is the beginning.
Okay, so looking at these young students, being so dedicated and creative with the use of AI, do you think that it's going to encourage more schools to jump on the trend and make something meaningful as well?
Yes, I was encouraged when I saw this. I was encouraged that schools are now they are seeing the benefit of this. At the beginning, when we are trying to introduce the balance of artificial intelligence in the classroom, a lot of teachers were seeing it, even school owners were seeing it as a form of disadvantage, that, oh, they don't want their students to be introduced to artificial intelligence. They don't want their students to know about this. Whereas some of these students are smart, and it is because our system of education is not changing. Our goal right now is to design the curriculum to be able to suit their learning style. When I saw this video, I'm already seeing the future. The future right now lies in their hands. And the future is for us to be able to integrate what they feel like inventing in future within their education. When we bring some of these through the use of VR, through the use of AR, through the use of a lot of these tools out there, we are going to create an education system that is robust, that is adaptive, and that can contribute to their performance and also contribute to the future jobs of tomorrow. So I was very happy when I saw this, and we are looking for opportunities where more schools will be educated about this, that AI can be integrated into learning in the school. It can be integrated in different ways to make learning endless for our learners. We don't need to tell them they should not use it. We need to bring them into the classroom, tell your learners to use it, because it is when they understand it, that is when they will know how to use it to solve problems. We all know that for now, a lot of teachers are scared that, oh, they are going to use it to cheat for their essay. Oh, they are going to use to teach for their math. But sure, that is the only, if you hide it from them, that is when they will surely look for ways to be able to use it to cheat. So, but if you see it as part of learning in the classroom, they will look beyond just using it to cheat in the classroom to what we call using it to solve problems and using it to serve as a personal tools to help them within their education.
Okay, one other very important thing to consider is, support and funding, right? Do you think that Nigeria has the infrastructure to support the use of artificial intelligence in the country?
For now, stakeholders are discussing about this, and stakeholders are looking for ways to be able to bring this into, especially the public sector. For now, the private sectors are doing their best to be able to source for fund within their budgets and look for ways to integrate artificial intelligence. Just like some of the schools I consult for, they now see it as a form of a team, so that in a term they look for different artificial intelligence team to be educating their learners and more. So one of the major problem right now is fund. And because AI is not just the way we see it, we are still going to be moving to machine learning. This is example of machine learning from what the children just produced right now. So we need to, well, I think maybe if NGOs can come to a lot of aid, even government can increase more fund. And we thank God for our minister for digital, for technology within the Nigerian sector. We observe that he's trying to bring in a lot within the system. If the Ministry of Education can work directly with this ministry I'm very sure that we are going to see a lot of changes, because I observe there are more, artificial intelligence is more going into entrepreneurship than education. So if we can bring in the fund that is going directly into entrepreneurship, cut it into two, bring some part of it into education, because there is no how we can prepare the children for the future without giving them a taste of the knowledge of the future. So if we try our best, talk to the government, talk to stakeholders, stakeholders can present some of these on behalf of us to them, that artificial intelligence has come to stay. We should not be scared of it. We need fun within the system. Our children need a lot of machine learning tools and also resources to be able to create endless materials around the world. So it is. We need funding. But the funding for now, I think with what the girls has produced right now, I think some of these can help the government to see that yes, we are already getting there, and then we need more funds to be able to make this elaborate and make it part of our culture. Part of our culture.
Now, what exactly do you think are some of the major concerns of using AI in Nigeria's education, both for the teachers and the students, especially when it's not properly regulated?
There are much. But I think the one I will start with is let me just start with data privacy. And some of these disadvantages, I won't talk much about them, because I like to look at something that is more of advantage to me than what is not advantage to me. But the disadvantages, which is number one, is data privacy. Our children's data must be prevented. And if we also use this opportunity to be able to teach data privacy around artificial intelligence, it is going to be very good. And also cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is prominent. We have to make sure that we teach our learners cybersecurity, because a lot of people are going to be frauded with artificial intelligence. Like now, some people can create a video of me talking to you right now, and it may not be me. And I'm not even sure you know whether I'm the one talking right now. So I may have programmed myself with artificial intelligence, and I'm talking to you. So with some of those things, they are part of some of the danger of us and the concern that we need to regulate artificial intelligence. So proper regulation is essential right now to address some of these concerns. What about bias? We need to understand that AI is trained somehow to be biased, because sometimes it's a big concern. The bias part is a big concern, because when you talk to artificial intelligence about you ask questions, it's going to give you more results that is centered to Europe, that is centered to America. And some of those contents may not be able to be switched to suit our own uniqueness in Africa. Even when it's bringing some content to us in Africa, it may be biased to talk about maybe some things about Africa that are not Africa. So we need to regulate this to address some of these concerns. Additional to this is that there's a need for teachers to be trained on effective integration of AI into the classroom. So if teachers can be trained, this will ensure that we don't harm our children's future. And if we train them, if we give them some of this knowledge and skills, with that, we can be able to impart to the children the best way to use it, not to harm themselves, and not to even use it for fraud, but to use them to be able to create a world that is inclusive, a world that is welcoming, and a world that is peaceful.
CME founder Odetola Ebenezer Israel, thank you so much for joining us in the news.